we're talking about some Enrichment 101 today. A lot of people contact us and say their dogs are afraid of a box. So I want to show you how I use a box to build a dog's confidence. So Opie's going to help me today, and Opie is not afraid of a box. He does enjoy a box. But I want to show you just kind of the steps that I take to sort of let the dog know that the box is not something scary. The box is something that can be fun in a way that they can progress fairly quickly and fairly confidently. So first I'm just going to take, the first time I'm just going to take a really delicious cookie and put my box on the ground and then just put my cookie in the box. See my box. Opie thought that was the greatest game ever. Greatest game ever. Right? I don't need good cookies for this for him because he loves cookies. Alright, so first time, just cookie in a box. And he says this is fantastic. Alright, so then I'm going to close one of the short sides. So with each box, this is a fairly square box, but your box is still going to have a short side. And so when we can do that, then I'm going to close the other side of the bulldozer dog. Did you get it? I think you got it. Get it? Alright. So first I closed one side, and then when they were okay with that, and so usually what happens with our less confident dogs is they put their head in there and then the box ends up touching them and they pull their head back out really quick, like, oh my gosh, it touched me. So let them slowly get used to the box touching them and getting good at rooting around in this box for a cookie before you close that other flap. If you're using a box that is not square, close the short sides first. You want to create a side that has a little bit of a gap in it, so that way they see that there is actually space to get inside the box, so that they get a little bit more confident because they can see that there's a space and this doesn't look like a flat surface to them. Alright, so once I do that, once I have both sides closed, I'm going to start slowly closing the other flaps. Alright, so I close two flaps, and then I close one flap, so we look like that. Opie, sit. Alright, so you can see how this one's a little bit harder for him, because the flaps kind of get in the way of each other, and a less confident dog would not be bulldozing this quite as much as he is. Box? Are you eating my box? Huh? Yeah? So when you get to this point, and they're very confident, they're very happy with the box, then we can close all flaps. Hey, can I have that box, please? Opie, get it. Opie. Good boy. Get it. Hey, get it. Good job. And if you have a very delicate dog, then the one box will probably last a couple of lessons. But if you have an Opie who likes to eat a box, then you probably are going to use one box per lesson. Alright? So, once we get to that point, hey, can you sit, please? Sir, sit. Hey, sit. Thank you. Alright, so once we get to that point, I'm going to sit. He loves a box. Alright, so you can see how this is confidence building. Alright, so I'm actually going to tuck the flaps in. Sit. Wait. Alright, so I've tucked. Alright, so I've tucked the flaps in so that it looks like this. Opie. So that it looks like this. So I should, it looks like I should be able to mail this package out at this point. Alright, dude, sit. Get it. And there you have it. Alright, so he has no trouble getting into a box, and now he's having a great time carrying it apart. So there you have it, guys. It is a free enrichment toy, something that you can use over and over again, and when your dog destroys it, it just ends up in the recycling bin a little bit smaller than it would have originally.